Let's go through adding a kernel to our Jupyter server. These instructions are all detailed in the notebook here. I'm going to bring up my my terminal. And in the previous example, I set up a Conda cloned environment, and I'm going to go ahead, do module load Conda, module active or Conda activate. And we will Conda activate. I have a test clone environment here, so I'm going to activate that environment. So now I'm in this environment. I can run this Python environment to install the kernel in my Jupyter Notebooks service. So I want to tell it to use a user installation. I'm going to name it test clone, and the display name, which is the text that I will see in the Jupyter interface. So I'll use capitals just to be nice. And then the rest of this I can copy and paste. Okay, I'll hit enter here. And you can see it's useful to see where this was installed. So this is all going into your home directory, .local shared Jupyter kernels. And you can poke around in here and install your own kernels if you like. And so now I have installed that. I can restart my Jupyter server. So I'll go to File, Hub Control Panel. So this controls the server running on the compute node that I'm on. So I'm going to stop that server. Okay, I'm going to start a new server. I probably have to launch a new one. Yep. Here we can go back here. I can check and see what's going on. Okay, I had a job. It has exited. So I'm going to submit a new one. Okay, so that will submit a new job to the queue, which I can check on. There it is. It's already started running. So this should go from pending to activated very quickly. Sometimes you have to wait if the debug queue is full. Okay, so now when my Jupyter service comes up, I have a new notebook kernel available. It's called test clone. I have a few others that I've added as examples in previous tutorials. And I've also added the data science Conda release directly, so it doesn't actually have it's not a cloned environment. It's just that I can use the installed module Conda 1023.110 installation. And so if I do test clone, I'm going to get a new environment that if I import TensorFlow, I should get the TensorFlow from that environment. Now, this is not intended to be a tutorial about Jupyter Notebooks and how they work. So that's a different tutorial. This is just to show you how to run on our systems. And so now you know how to log in. You know how to add an environment to the Jupyter service. You know how to submit a job to the compute nodes. I've only submitted a single node job, but you could, in principle, submit a many node job to the production queue, and that would allow you to run, if you want to do parallel training through the Jupyter service, you can do that. It can get a little bit complicated and convoluted through the Jupyter Notebook, so I tend to only use this for single node jobs where I want to be using the GPUs maybe to analyze data or do quick tests before I start scaling out to larger AI jobs. And that is how you use Jupyter Notebook on Polaris.